welcome to the Living Strong, where I'm your host, Prophet Johnson. Fastest 30 minutes. Genesis chapter number 47, verse number 1. Living with loving me. Then Joseph came and told Pharaoh and said, my father and my brethren and their flock and their herd and all that they have are come out of the land of Canaan, and behold, they are in the land of Goshen. And he took some of his brethren, even 5 men, and presented them unto Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said unto his brethren, what is your occupation? And they said unto Pharaoh, thy servants are shepherds, both we and also our fathers. They said moreover unto Pharaoh, for to sojourn in the land are we come, for thy servants have no pasture for their flocks. For the famine is sore in the land of Canaan. Now therefore we pray thee, let thy servants dwell in the land of Goshen. And Pharaoh spake unto Joseph, saying, thy father and thy brethren are come unto thee, rejoicing with him, having the power to forgive and not seek revenge. When you begin to come to the realization that your power is in forgiveness, no matter what happened in your past, no matter what your brethren, sisters, or family did to you, it's over. So you begin to reach toward the prize, the mark of the prize, of the high calling. So what is he after? He's after the high calling in God. So he's pressing toward the mark of that prize, reaching forth. That's what God is saying. When elevation come into your life, don't allow the past to bring elimination. Verse number 6. The land of Egypt is before thee. In the best of the land make thy father and brethren to dwell. Look at what he's saying. The best of what Egypt have is before you. Make them to dwell in the best. Put them in the sweet of the land. This is why you do unto others as you will have others to do unto you. People come to see you, to stay with you. Give them the best. Put them in the best. Feed them the best. You see. Because what goes around comes around. In the land of Goshen let them dwell. And if thou knowest any man of activity among them, this is Genesis 47 verse number 6, then make them rulers over my cattle. Look at what he's saying. They need any help, give them what they need. If anybody that know how to do that work, use them. And Joseph brought in Jacob his father and set him before Pharaoh. And Jacob blessed Pharaoh. Do you know what it means to be blessed by a leader, by a king? You see, that's the ultimate favor of God. Bless them and curse them not. Pharaoh recognized the God in Joseph. He is recognizing the power that's in Joseph, whether he said or not. He knows that there's something there that's not in everyone else. What happened? You've got to learn to trust yourself from within. To prove to you that I can trust me. Now wait a minute. You already know, as well as I do and everybody else do, we will trust other people before we even trust our own self. That's right. Name something that you like. Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Name one thing that you like. You like pizza, right? We're going to leave you in there with the pizza box with all different variety of pizzas, right? We're going to go out and we're going to trust you to just eat one slice. You don't even trust your own self to do that. How do you know, Prophet Johnson? Because I don't. I'm going to eat every slice of pizza. You know what I mean? Come on. But we'll trust others. Now, don't you do this now. Don't you do that now. I'm dependent on you. And because they believe you trust them, some of them may not do it, you know. But that's the way it works. You really do trust yourself? Get in a precarious situation. You know, you sit up there and, oh, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. Oh, really? Okay. Here it is. And Pharaoh said unto Jacob, how old art thou? Verse number 8. And Jacob said unto Pharaoh, the days of the years of my pilgrimage are 130 years. Few and evil have the days of the years. Isn't that something? 100 and how? 30? And he's saying, that's just a short lifespan. We're here today and gone tomorrow. We're as a vapor of mist in the nostrils of God. Man days are short and full of troubles or sorrows. You see. This is why you take advantage of the time that we're in right now. And many people have, probably a little bit too much. But you thank God for each and every day that he have given us. You understand? To bleed and to dream. That's right. Because there's a lot that's happening in the world, y'all. People everywhere are just under a kumbaya moment. Do it till you are satisfied. Have it my way. The only attention that I pay is no attention. You know? So the world is on the merry-go-round. We're on the merry-go-round. Nobody's too much paying attention. All right? Really, there not be too many. Few and evil have the days of the years of my life been, and have not attained unto the days of the years of the life of my fathers in the days of their pilgrimage. I hadn't did as much as they did, gotten there. And Jacob blessed Pharaoh. Look at that. Isn't that something? Pharaoh and Jacob blessed Pharaoh. Pharaoh blessed Jacob. God Almighty know. Blessing each other. Well, Jacob really blessed Pharaoh. Pharaoh ain't did too much blessing of Jacob. Really, I got it backward. Here it is. And Jacob blessed Pharaoh and went out from before Pharaoh. Okay? And in verse number 10, and Jacob blessed Pharaoh and went out from before Pharaoh. And in verse number, I think it was verse number 7, where I got a little backward. And Joseph brought in Jacob his father and set him before Pharaoh. And Jacob blessed Pharaoh. And I said, and Pharaoh blessed Jacob. But it was Jacob that blessed Pharaoh. I'm making sure that I get this right, because there was just something there that I felt. But it's either way it go, they still blessed each other. You know what I mean? But I want to make sure I get it right. Thank you. And Joseph placed his father in verse number 11, the book of Genesis, chapter number 47. And Joseph placed his father and his brethren and gave them a possession of the land of Egypt. in the best of the land, in the land of Ramses, as Pharaoh had commanded. And Joseph nourished his father. Look at this. Do y'all see that? Took care of his father because he loved him. Living with loving me. You see, I got to admit, some parents, y'all know they done caused the children hell. Some parents done picked and choose. Some done took everything they could get from the child and gave it to other children. Some of the parents just wasn't good parents. But still, it's your obligation to respect, to honor, and to nourish to the best of your ability that parent. Honor thy mother and thy father. I don't have to quote that. See, that's how God give you life. If you wonder what happened to your sisters, your brothers, did they honor their mother, father? Why did they die young? Who did they disrespect? What did they do? God said, no, even if they did you wrong, you don't curse them, you bless them and curse them not. There's a difference in telling the truth now. You know what I mean? There's a difference. Because some of our parents are liars. They tell lies. You understand? There's a difference when my mama lies, when my daddy tell me lies. That's different. You're not dishonoring them. You're letting them know, Mama, Daddy, I love you, but you are a liar. You really just lied to me about a whole lot of things. You see. But you don't go and hark on it and then begin to just use it against them and work it against them. No, you know where to cut. You know where to stop. You know where the lie started. You know where it stopped. Ended with the lie. Know the lie and move on. When people show you who they are, I never watched that movie. I never paid that movie no attention. That movie was Bewitched. And I regret that I never saw the movie until the movie ended. When people show you who they are, believe them. The movie is over. It's too late for me, but it's not too late for you. I don't care who it is. Parents, brothers, sisters, you honor them, you respect them, but you don't become a rag doll and you don't become a fool for them. And the main thing is, and I got to tell y'all this, and it's going to hurt for me to tell y'all this, you're going to have to stop giving them folks your money. You can't keep paying their bills. You can't keep giving them money every time they ask for it. What are they giving you? There you go. There you go. You got your answer. And Joseph nourished his father in verse number 12, Genesis 47, and his brethren and all his father's household with bread. He's taking care of them according to their families. How good is God? God is good. You see, God wants you to be able to nourish, take care of your family in the righteous way. Not a useless way. A righteous way. Doing good by them. You know, you got houses or land, and there you are 20 to 30 years old, and your daddy got wood that need to be cut. Your mother got a house need to be cleaned. What is it going to hurt you to cut the wood for your daddy and stack it up and go around there and clean up? What is it going to hurt you to help your mother do this or do that? You're out of the house. Most of them in the house still nowadays. But you know what I mean. I'm going back to the old days. But that's the way life goes, y'all. The famine is getting ready to set in. Now, we're not going to be able to read all of this, but I got to hurry because we got to get to Jacob's, his last wish. We got to hurry. And there was no bread in all the land. Verse number 13, for the famine was very sore, so that the land of Egypt. Now, we got to see this because this is also the wisdom of Joseph. So that the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by reason of the famine. Now, I want to sing, but I can't. I can't do it now. A storm is coming. It won't be rain. It won't be water. It won't be fire. It won't be wind. But a storm is coming from within. The storm is gathering right now. There's a hand, a cloud the size of a hand over there. And is it really real? Storm is coming. I'm warning y'all. Don't keep playing your church games. Gather yourself. Be wise. There's not much time before it's going to hit. And no one is going to be prepared. Everything that's quiet now and in conjunction to the flowing, I see lights scattering, but the lights are beams of people running back and forth here and there, to and fro. Enjoy, but prepare. I'm telling y'all, there's not much time. A storm is coming. The Bible says, while you lived in your sealed houses. Okay. All right. We want to go that route? There we go. Want to mess with me? They want to mess with me? You know, little children say, you know how them little kids say, oh, you talking to me? You want to mess with me? You want to mess with me? Revelation, chapter number 2. I'm not going to mess with this because this is very dangerous territory at this time. Very dangerous. Okay? Really, really dangerous territory at this time. You don't want to mess with this. Because everything that I'm showing y'all right now, everything that's happening over there is being revealed right here. Here it is. Here it is. Here it comes. Where, Prophet Johnson? Is it really real? Is real? Excuse me here. If Revelation chapter number 2 and verse number 8. And unto the angel of the church of Smyrna, write these things, said the first and the last, which was dead and is alive. Oh, nada, near. I know thy works, in tribulation, in poverty. Joseph, is it real? But thou art rich. You suffered for so long, Israel. I know when you were broke. I know when you were poor. I know when you went to Egypt. I know every last one of my children from the 12 tribes. Warning, warning, warning. Coded, coded, coded. But thou art rich. Are you not rich? And have you not been, and are you not in today's time? From America to Jerusalem. Don't y'all make me go there. You sparked the fire, and you know you shouldn't have stuck me. And I know the blasphemy. What? the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews. I know the blasphemy. You are living in and under a blasphematic state of existence. In or not, but I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. You are the discovery of Satan. God saying, people, can y'all not see? Can y'all not hear? Is it not before you? Have I not told you? How did they get there? Who are they? Britain? Great Britain, really? European? Jews? American? Really? So the European Jews went in and established it, set up the colonies. So they began to be prejudiced against Ethiopian Jews and others. And some happened in 47 and 48. Who put the order in there? Jew with blonde hair, white hair, blue eyes, green eyes? I guess so. Satan I know. Jesus I know. Peter I know. Paul I know. 7 sons of Sceva. But who are you, Satan? Just a little touch of it. The argument. But the Jews, God gave that land to Israel over 3,000 years ago. That's the Jews' homeland. It was set up by God. And they went in and took it. Palestinians was there. Were they not? Are they not dying? Are you judgmental? It's not a life for life. They went in and took their land, right? Who? The Jews? But they are not the Jews, according to the Bible. They're not the real ones. The household of Satan set up. So where are the real Jews? Money, money, money. Huh? Well, did not they do the same thing to the Native Americans? Came in and took their land and said, this land is my land, this land is your land, from the New York Islands to the great big water, to the great big ocean, to the very waters. This land was made for you and me. Did they not? Where the natives at? Did they not take the land and bring the Jews over here? Wait a minute. I mean, Negroes? Oh, me. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Excuse me? He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. Oh, now, what? Who are they casting in jail? Who have trials in less than 10 days? Who they putting in prison, locking up, and telling them to go to church? No, wait a minute. Now, wait. You got to understand the control system. You see. You already out. You know God. You get honey thrown in church. They give you 15, 20 years and give you a Bible, say, now go there and, get thrown in jail, and they give you 15, 20 years and give you a Bible, say, now go praise your God. We got you where you want you. See. You in church now, right? Your children in church? Nobody hardly going to church no more, right? Yeah, church don't matter. It's control. It's control. Back in Genesis, Joseph's going to have a lot of wisdom. And in verse number 14, this is not working right. I'm going to have to read verse number 13 again. And there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was sore, very sore, so that the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by reason of the famine. And Joseph gathered all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan for the corn, which they bought, and Joseph brought the money into Pharaoh's house. See that faithfulness? Pharaoh, no. Pharaoh, no. He got the best manager there is. When you learn to live with loving you, you learn to be honest with yourself and with others. Because you're setting you free. How many of y'all wouldn't have been holding back about a few thousands? Taking it to Jacob's house and buried it out there under the old oak tree. A fig tree, rather. Powerful. And look at what they got. American greed. Even got the television show. Corporation greed, stealing everything. Enron, Exxon, every Bitcoin. My God! Congressmen, senators, what? Lobbyists. Come on! School system, education, sports. Come on! Lottery ticket. Everything. Everything. I don't know why they don't teach 5 years old to gamble. Some of them are already doing it. You got 10 years old right now gambling every day, 12 years old. Gambling. What are they gambling at, Prophet Johnson? You ever see them download a game on their telephone? I never knew nothing about that stuff. The little girl was raising a fit and about to tore up the whole house because she needed $25 to mash a button to play another game. You know what I mean? You had never in my life. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. See, and I didn't know that. That children get pay all this money to mash a button on a telephone. Amazing. And we was glad to get a pair of Converse shoes that cost $15, $12.50 on sale. I got 2 pair right now and don't even wear them. One of them, the tongue fell out of it. Start to finish, guys. Okay? Look at the wisdom God has given Joseph. In verse number 15, remember? He put it in the bank. Pharaoh knew he could trust Joseph. And when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came to Joseph and said, give us bread, for why shouldest we die in thy presence, for the money faileth? And Joseph said, give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle if money fail. And they brought their cattle unto Joseph. How wise is that? And Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses and for flocks and for the cattle of the herds. Why? Because he could feed them. And for asses. And think about what he could give his brothers. Oh my God, because that's what they did. And he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year. Amazing. A welfare system, a barter system, what do you call that thing? I'll think of it in a minute. A credit system. When that year was ended, they came unto him the second year and said unto him, we will not hide it from my Lord. I got to close. How that our money is spent, my Lord. Also hath our herd of cattle, they're gone. There is not aught left in the sight of my Lord, but our bodies in our lands. What? Time to put them in work. Let's see what happened. Wherefore, I got to close. Wherefore shall we die before thine eyes, Joseph, and you're going to let us die, both we in our land, by us in our land for bread, and we and our land will be servants unto Pharaoh, and give us seed, that we may live and not die, that the land be not desolate. And Joseph bought all the land of Egypt for Pharaoh, for the Egyptians sold every man in his field, because the famine prevailed over them. So the land became Pharaoh's. And as for the people, I'm closing, he removed them to cities, and from one end to the border of Egypt, even to the other end thereof. We'll pick it up tomorrow night. You see that? Take us and let us serve. That's my time. Thank you for yours. Just getting back, just getting started. Hot pocket, hot party. We'll see y'all tomorrow night. Y'all have a good night. Love y'all too. Bye.